So I work at Yoto, which is an audio speaker for kids. I have kids myself, and so I'm exceptionally engaged in the product. And I think that that really helps as being part of the legal function, that you can really understand and think as the customer. So for me, I'm constantly involved in conversations with the business as to what the product is going to do, how we're going to improve things, and how to improve the customer experience in any new projects. And because we're always thinking of it from a customer angle, then it always is really helpful as you're trying to come up with legal solutions. And so as far as making us more visible, I'm always getting stuck into conversations about things, being very proactive, looking at our Facebook community and seeing what customers are asking for, where their issues lie. And that could end up helping for me to connect with other business functions or to pick up the legal work which might be required off the back of that. We also just are very involved in training for the business, and we have our legal front door and our Slack channels for each of the different departments to directly reach out to us if they need to. So we do try to be as visible as we possibly can, which definitely does help to get us involved early for things as well. We do tend to be involved from the outset, and the business does recognise that legal is a key stakeholder in so many of these things. So it's really interesting because we get to be involved in so many different projects, even coining some of the names of them. But it definitely does help to increase the visibility and just to build relationships, because you have to be engaged with all of these stakeholders all of the time, and that's what keeps it interesting. I think it's much easier to approach difficult conversations when you've already built up a very good rapport with the business functions over time. If you're known to be solution focused, there should be very, very few times where you actually say no. There could be times where you say not yet, but no is a very rare occurrence. But if I did need to approach those difficult conversations, they tend to be much easier to have, because you've either come up with a solution, you're saying no, not yet, or they understand that the risk is so great that you really need to be firm with the no. And they will respect that because they respect your advice and trust you from previous occasions where you've kind of come through for them, help them to get to where they wanted to get to. The culture at Yoto is great. Transparency is key, and we really do see that from the top down. Every department is seen as key stakeholders, and legal definitely plays a part in that. Albeit we've got a team of 2 compared to some of the other departments. We are small but mighty, and everybody plays their part, and that's really encouraged right across the business, and something which we as a company would be very proud of, and I within legal definitely am proud of. Get to know your product and get to know your company and your colleagues and what they're ultimately trying to achieve. The best legal advice will be when you're able to really think about what they want to achieve and how you can actually get there with them in a legally compliant manner. Go to business meetings, provide periodic legal updates for various departments, for example, AI, data privacy. Be very, very commercial and be pragmatic.